Prison in South Ohio. Strong hands gone. You can never go back. Struggle to survive. You're still. Weighing up breaks now. See the world war. Stop the war. Your bones are alive and broken, yeah. So push yourself through. Even if you've been misled, your dreams are denied. Even if you can't forget, take a quick look. No regret. And even if you've been misled, all of your dreams are dead. Even if you can't forget, take a quick look and settle your regret. Let's get better. I'm stuck with fear in the cold. Down, dark red sky. Uncontrollable resistance shifts. I can't find your lights. Just not right. The time is now. Restless minds. And not possible. Restless of the soul we go. I'm not facing all that stuff.
What's up, guys? Chris with Croft CNC here. Oh, it is the big 5-0 episode of Coffee and Cuts. We've made a lot of changes. It's still not where I want it to be, but it's getting better. We're getting better every day. I find that every day I learn something more, and I get really excited about it. So my wife has her gnome business. She makes like artsy gnome things, and I'm trying to come up with a cool logo for her so that we can put it on her boxes, so when she ships out her gnomes, we don't have to do anything else. So I am thinking that we want to design that for the big 5-0 show. We'll design my wife's business logo. Let's see here. Hey, Chris, ordered a plasma table. Maybe hitting you up for some help when I get it set up. Scott, what plasma table did you get, man? That's exciting. Congratulations on getting into plasma. That's a big step. What else? We've got Brian on here. We're going back through everything right now. Let you guys see who all's on. So before we get started on actually designing my wife's business logo, let's take a look here. You guys know how much I love my motorcycles. Unfortunately, I am unable to ride, and it doesn't look like I'll be riding anytime soon, due to my health issues. But I am pretty freaking excited because I created, hold on here, trying to get all my windows squared away. I really gotta concentrate on learning StreamYard in the new year. Like that's gonna be my new thing, is I gotta learn StreamYard to make this a better episode for you guys. Okay, so this is something that I showed you guys that I was creating the other day, yesterday actually. So I created it as a foot peg for my brake pedal, and I went ahead and cut the template as a first run to see what it would look like. And it didn't turn out too half-assed bad. So there's the bear trap. And then that's what it looks like. So you guys can see from from design part that I made while you guys were on here to actual prototype part. Now, this is not the finished part. This is just a prototype. And let's see here. Can I get it to stay on? Oh, it's going to be a big morning. All right. So then the bear trap gets put on the sides there. And I've got to make this part wider. So this bottom part here, I've actually got to drop it down. And I got to put cross bracing on this. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty much ready. I really like the way that this turned out. I like the feel of the bear traps. So now it's just a matter of finding one that works. Let's see. Scott got okay, you got a Crossfire table. I've heard good things about them. I've heard bad things about them. That's a table that once you learn the ins and outs of it, it'll be a great table for you. I believe. I can't guarantee you that, but I believe it will be. Total newbie to plasma, man. You're gonna pick it up real quick. It's gonna take you about a week to get up and running. It's going to take you about a month to become fluent in running the machine. And it's going to take you about a year before it's just second nature. And whenever somebody asks you a question, you got to sit and think like, oh, I guess I do this. And I don't even think about it. So, and Brian says, what's up? I say, what's up to Brian. Brian runs the Everything X-Carve group. That's kind of my home away from home in terms of the CNC groups that I'm a part of. So thank you, Brian, for tuning in. We got the special Norfolk Southern Cup from my father-in-law who passed. So big 5-0 show. I figured I'd bust out the good cup. This thing it's probably 15 years old. And it still looks good. It's got a couple rust spots coming through on it, but it is what it is. Coffee this morning is Morning Joe. And I put in some Italian sweet cream and some honey, some vanilla and tart cherry infused honey. And it tastes awesome. Scott says that I have CNC experience with my Shapeoko, so I'm a little ahead of the game. To be honest, you're really not. There is a learning curve when dealing with the how do I want to put it? I'm trying to put this in a way that doesn't sound shitty, but gets the point across. There, when you're dealing with voltages and stuff like that, it's like adding a specialty tool to the CNC router. It just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. it is what it is. Hopefully you will pick it up quickly, but if you don't get discouraged. But once you do, you'll be able to make stuff like this pretty readily, pretty easy. I can help you design files. You have a different work offset. Now, the nice part about it is, Scott, if you're using VCarve, if you're already using VCarve, you can actually generate your plasma cutter toolpaths in VCarve. So something to think about, and go from there. So, okay. So, Scott, you've already got a lot of the design part down. You won't even have to worry about it, man. I think you'll be fine. All right. Some other things we were working on. I got the laser mount for the CNC for noobs going, and that will allow me to mount my impact engraver to it. So pretty excited about that. All right. So let's take a look here. We can close out the music tab. We can close that out. We'll bring that up. We'll share screen, application window, share. So I got to look for a cool arts and crafts label. And what I'm looking for, I would like maybe a set of scissors. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. So I'm just trying to find some creative just some creative designs here that, see, that looks pretty cool. What if we did a gnome? Let's search gnome vectors. That looks pretty cool. Good morning, John. How are you? I'm feeling pretty good. Even if I wasn't, it ain't a big deal. We'll get it. See, I like these, and I think if I do a pair of scissors, gnome with scissors. gnome silhouette. See, these don't look bad. See, I could do something like that as a stamp. And this is really what we go through when we try to figure out a logo. I'm just looking at different gnome setups. Trying to find, I want to find just the right one. And once I find it, what I'll do is I will go through and put a pair of scissors on its hand. And then I'll put in arts and crofts. That sounds like a pretty good idea. I just got to find the right one. I don't know really which one I want to look for. Here we go. Let's open that. Let's open that. And we're going to see if we can't find something where we can replace words and we could do arts and crofts. Arts and crofts. There we go. That actually isn't bad. We could do a needle and scissors. And put the gnome in the center of that. See, that's how we do that. Siobhan says that most of these you can get for free. Yeah. For a lot of the stuff that I do, I just have a way that I go about doing it. So we're going to do that. We're now going to open paint.net. So we're going to take this. Let's see. I like this one. Okay. Okay, we're going to take that. We've saved it. We're now going to open with paint.net. Okay, now let's get you guys acclimated here and show you what we're doing. Share screen application, share. You know how we like to do this. It's not hard. Okay, first things first, let's go to image. We're going to resize it. We're going to bump it up to 150. We're going to bump that up. We're going to bump that up to 8. All right. Now we're going to go up here to tools, magic wand. I'm going to select all of the black. We're going to go to paintbrush. We're going to up it to 500. And we're going to turn this to a straight black. Okay. Control I inverts it. We're going to turn that to a straight white. And we are going to magic wand. That does not look good. But I can now go through and add what I want to it to see if it's going to work. And if it works, I'll be able to turn it into a vector pretty easily. So right now I'm just taking out all of my wording. And then I got to find a font that I like. And I know I don't want this in there. And the nice part about having the ability to do this is if you have your own CNC machines, you can actually recreate your stamps for each of the seasons. Like I'll get the base design and then I'll put hearts around it, or I'll put snowflakes around it or turkeys around it, you know, whatever the case may be. And then when we send out the gnomes, my wife can just pick up a stamp. I'll make an individual stamp for each one of them, and she could just pick up a stamp the box. Let's be honest, who are we kidding? I'm going to be doing that. Okay, now let's go to text. We're going to go let's see. Arts. Let's take that up to 72. Maybe 84. Okay. All right. And let's go text and something like that. So obviously arts will wrap around here. Maybe add some scissors. I need scissors somewhere on it because I think that that's gonna get lost, and maybe replicate this banner down here. Put Arts and Crofts in banner. I could have the gnomes standing on a scissor blade. Or a needle. Let's try that one. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. All right. Let's download our gnomes. All right, save. All right, let's kill this one. We're not going to save that because we actually are downloading the file, so I know that it's going to work. As soon as that downloads, we'll open it up. We'll open up the SVG and we'll start importing a lot of stuff. All right. Okay. GNOME logo files. Let's move that over there. All right. Large icons. So I'm trying to figure out which gnome Arts and Crofts. That wouldn't be bad. That's actually a pretty good one. So we need to write down RB000286. Eight, 7. And I like that 8, 7. And then we can put a needle with thread on one side and a pair of scissors on the other. Okay, RB000287. Okay. Okay, so in this, a lot of times when you get a DXF or an SVG off of the design websites like Etsy and everything like that, what they'll typically have is the line art, and then they'll have a closed vector file on top of it. So for us, what we need to do is go through and figure out which ones we're going to use. So I'm going to make that 20 by 20. And we're going to do that. We're going to open GNOME files. We're going to take that. Oh, there's so much information there. Whenever they overlap like that, that the softwares will typically crash because it's trying to do too much. So I'm going to have to go through and hand clean a lot of that, or what I can actually do is open up the PNG with paint.net. All right, and like that. We'll go down here, open that up. All right. Transparent background. Select all of that. Control I for inverse. We're going to paintbrush 500. We're going to save that. Okay. We're going to save as a JPEG. We're going to close that. Now we go into this one. Create a new file. Okay. We'll import this. Go to desktop, JPEG. We'll transform that to a 19. We'll do this black and white, loose fit, tight fit, 1 pixel, bitmap fading, preview, apply. Close, delete. Okay. Ungroup. We'll go through. We're going to delete this. Okay. And we're going to delete all this crap. And we're going to move this up. Like that. We're now going to take this, zoom in, nip that. Okay. Now we're going to arts. And we're going to now we've got to find a font that we like. What font could we use? I want something nice, but I also want to have something where we can read it. That's going to be the hard part is no. That would be cool, but it's not going to work for this project. That actually doesn't look bad for this. All right. Let's see. This doesn't look too bad. I think I need to expand it out and move that. Okay, I like that. Let's tilt it a little bit. Let's shrink that a little. Okay, there's that. Let's get an arc in here to there to there. Okay. Now we'll get rid of all this. And we're going to go in. We're going to do all right. That's not bad. That one's pretty disgusting. I'm looking for one that'll have the C kind of have a loop around it. That one's really not bad. Something like that. Stretch it. That actually doesn't look bad at all, I don't think. John says what she used to catch them. We just put out stuff in the yard and they come take it. All right. Let's take all this. We're going to move that up a little. So that. Now, let's take this, that, weld those, weld that. Okay. We're looking good so far. This one we're going to go in and we're going to nip it ourselves. All right. Okay. Okay, I like that. Now we can save that as, let's export it. As a DXF. Like that. Now we're going to open up Vinyl Master. And we're going to see what this looks like in black. View all. We'll take this over. We'll take that over. Take that down. Okay. So let's bring that to the front. Solid fill on. There we go. This is starting to shape up and look really good. Okay. Bring to the front, turn solid fill on, and white. Okay. All right. This is starting to shape up really nice. I like the color. bring to the front, color fill. Bring it to the front. Okay. That looks kind of odd there. I don't know that I like that. That doesn't look bad. All right, bring those to the front. Solid fill, white. There we go. View, zoom to all. And that, my friends, is going to be my wife's business logo. Possibly. So that looks pretty good. Welding operations. Let's do all of this. How can we clip that? Okay, that's not going to work. All right. let's say no to that. We're going to use VCarve. We're going to import Arts and Crofts. And right there it is. File, export, DXF. Yes. No. Go back into Vinyl Master. Try to figure out what it's going to look like on each one of them. Yo, cousin Kev in the house. All right. Started moving too fast. Let that thing load all the way up. Huh. Vinyl Master is not registering for me right now. Must still be trying to clear out the last job. All right. Well, oh no, the processor's still trying to run. Not even sure what's up with that. Yo, that processor is taxed. All right. Well, that is where it's at. You guys got to see it. I'll go through. I'll finish this GNOME file, and I will post the pictures as the thumbnail. All right. And that's today's show. Have a good one.